Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we're actually going to be playing Primal Rage for the Super Nintendo. I thought I'd change it up a little bit. I was getting a little bit tired of Tekken 4. The ultra hard difficulty was really getting to me at times. I had a video using Hwarang, but I had a friend calling me in the middle of it and got distracted, and I just decided to just completely scrap it. So maybe I'll revisit that in the future for sure, but wanted to change it up a little bit. So Primal Rage, this was a game that I actually played a lot before discovering Tekken 2. I originally loved Virtua Fighter, and then while in the arcade, back when I was like 5 years old, 6 years old, this was another game that I loved playing when my mom took my brother and I to the mall to do shopping, and we would sometimes come in and play different games and whatnot. So for my brother's, I want to say his 4th birthday, yeah, looking back, it sounds about right. For his 4th birthday, he got this as a birthday gift for the Super Nintendo, and we just played it all the time. I loved playing as Blizzard, who I'm going to be playing with today, and he always played with Chaos. But I wanted to actually have the PS1 version to make a video of, but for some reason the ROM just wouldn't play. It just kept looping and looping and looping. I know that these games are notorious for emulation problems, especially when it comes to the arcade version. But yeah, just decided to play the original, in my case, the Super Nintendo version. So enough with me talking. The only thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to keep the difficulty the same, but keep that as a 10. But what I want to do is I want to make the credits, I want to max out the credits. We'll do 10. Controls are fine. We'll just go into the arcade mode. Now I know obviously this is graphically inferior to the PS1 and the arcade port, but with the sprites that they used, they did a pretty good job, Time Warner. So I will play as Blizzard. We'll just get right into it as always. I like that this was sort of a Mortal Kombat clone. Obviously, Blizzard was Sub-Zero. I like the beach theme has a little bit of a smoke on the water riff you'll hear right now. You hear that? Right, total domination. I'm just gonna adjust the volume. And then I'm actually gonna bring the microphone closer to me because I didn't realize that I didn't have it there near me. I actually don't know any fatalities, so I'm going to have to go back at some point and learn them. But we have conquered the Cove. This was my favorite stage to fight on. Those two buildings right there always remind me of the Twin Towers. Right on the Hudson River. Ugh. Threw up on me, gross. Try blocking that. Death by puke. Damn. Just gotta keep the pressure on him. Oh, shit. Gotta be careful with jumping, too. Well, that's one credit down. Yeah, they really had to scale back on the graphics due to the hardware limitation of the Super Nintendo. If you compare it to the arcade port or even the PS1 port, you can see the vast difference. Like, just off the top of my head, when you see the blood, in the arcade port, it actually splatters on the ground, where this one, it just kind of dissolves through. The worshippers in the background are bigger in the arcade port. These are sprites. Arcade port was stop animation. I like to jump a lot so I can gain more room, be more aggressive. It's not really working out my favor right now. Blizzard's a little bit slower than Chaos, but I feel like he's stronger. Ah! Alright, one match apiece. I want to get the lightning. Oh, I got the no cheese sign. No, I'm always going to cheese. I don't care. So one of the differences in this version was that it completely removed Chaos's golden shower fatality. For those who don't know, back in '96, there was a kid named... what was his name? I know that the woman's name was Ellie Ravella, and her son purchased the Sega Genesis version of Primal Rage at Best Buy, and along with the player's guide, and he performed Chaos's golden shower fatalities, which basically, when Chaos wins, input a certain code, and then during the knockout animation, he pees on the opponent, and Chaos's urine like completely dissolves the opponent's flesh, and all you see is just skin and bone. Or a skeletal figure, I should say. But you can check it out on YouTube. But she was outraged and started a grassroots campaign, and due to that, they recalled all the games off the shelves to remove it. But only the Super Nintendo version, this one, had that omitted. You won't be able to do it. It just has like a no sign. So yeah, that's fun. Talon always gives me problems. I think it just has to do with his hitbox, his quickness, and how small he is. But luckily I was able to persevere in that one. Hopefully I can in the final match, because I don't want to give up another credit. I was hoping to save all my credits for the end, where you have to fight everyone. And I think Ellie Ravella's son was named Michael, if I'm not mistaken, but I just thought that was such a unique story. But he was 11 at the time, too. And obviously when this game came out, you had to be 13. So, anyway. Stick with Blizzard, because if I chose anyone else, I would have to fight Chaos and Sauron again. You have to conquer all of the continents with one fighter. or Avatar. No, they're not avatars in this game, I don't think. That was only in Primal Rage 2. The unreleased version. These are just gods. Yeah. Because in Primal Rage 2, they were held captive by, Necrosan, I think his name was. And then each of the gods appointed one of their worshippers all of their powers so they can help free them. Obviously was never released in the arcades. On my channel, I actually had the ability to play the only playable cabinet at the time, back in 2015 at the Galloping Ghost in Illinois. So that was pretty cool. It's still there, but since then they were able, people, as in like the fans, were able to create a working ROM. And that was something I always wanted to play ever since like 2005, when I was like a freshman in high school. I remember I found some like weird websites where you needed, it was probably fake, but you needed like a Neo Geo emulator to play it. But as far as I was concerned, it wasn't until like 2014, 2015 where it was actually playable. But yeah, I would love for this game to be remastered and for them to include Primal Rage 2 or maybe like a bundle or something, but you know, due to the rights, probably never gonna happen, but who knows? One can dream. So now we're on fighter number 4. We conquered the strip. I actually have some pretty cool Primal Rage memorabilia that I plan on revealing to everyone in terms of a game room tour and collectibles tour. So I'll have that uploaded at some point in the very near future. I think we're going to do that for my next video, possibly, but don't hold me to that. Ah. Usually I block that, but couldn't at that time. There were only 2 places that I knew of growing up that actually had Primal Rage. The one was the mall near our house that we used to go to when we were kids. That arcade closed in early 2002, but they had Primal Rage that we played there. And the other was at the ice skating rink where I used to play ice hockey. I remember from my 6th birthday, in the morning, my dad took us ice skating, and I played Primal Rage on my birthday in the arcade, in the ice skating arcade. And then later on that day, at my house, we had the birthday party. I'm just going through some old nostalgic memories, but I always remember that. And, you know, being so young and naive, I couldn't understand why the Super Nintendo version looked so much different than the arcade version. But obviously, you know, now that I'm older... Oh, here's little man again. He's right by my hands. You can't see him, but he's trying to hop up and watch me play. You might hear him meow. But I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Oh, here he is. Hey, man. But regarding Primal Rage 2, I actually have the book. I've been wanting to buy it since 2006, but I ended up buying it in 2015. It was called Primal Rage: The Avatars. It's actually pretty good, but it's really expensive and hard to find. I lucked out and got it, I think, for a little under 40 bucks back in 2015. And you know, don't quote me, but I know it's over 100. It might be close to $200 now. Like, that's insane. And it's a shame because it's a really good read, and I think those who are fans should be able to have access to it, affordable access to it. He got me. Alright, little man, you gotta lay down. You gotta lay down, buddy. I'm gonna put you down over here. Okay? Good boy. Alright, down to 6 credits. No, no, no. Hi. Hi. He's saying hello. Primal Rage had some pretty goofy inputs too. Oh, here he is again. Like, you had to hold the buttons down and then the directional pads. It wasn't like Street Fighter, where it was like the directional pads, like quarter circle forward, and then the button. Like, a Hadouken is not a thing in this game in terms of the input. They made it really convoluted. Can you sit, please? Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Alright, so I have 2 more continents to conquer. You can see the amount of worshippers I have. After every god I beat, I get their worshippers. Now I'm in the Himalayas. That's such a cool move. I need to learn how to do that. I love how their health meter is their vein, you know, since it's going toward the heart. And then when you run out of health, their heart explodes, and then you can stun them from the cerebral cortex. Like right now, I stunned him. Such a cool concept, such a cool game. Obviously, it took a lot of influence. Took a lot of its influence from Mortal Kombat, but I liked it. It was fun. You can see the worshippers flying, and there is an Easter egg in this game where if you volley them to each other, like just bounce them back and forth, the volleyball net will come up. You can play volleyball. So once I beat Blizzard, I'm on to Diablo, and then after I finish Diablo, I have to go through the final battle, which is everyone. Just get him in the corner and just start spamming. I'm part of a Primal Rage Facebook group, and there is still a fan base that really plays this game pretty religiously, and they've gotten really good at it. There's like a combo video that was uploaded to YouTube like back in like 2006 that I have liked when I first started to go on YouTube, that just goes through every character and like just all these crazy combos. And the same people that did that did the ones from Mortal Kombat as well. Diablo is a real cool theme song, too. Primal Rage also has a board game. I actually have it. I'm missing... When I bought it, I think it was missing a couple pieces, so I never really had a chance to play it. But I thought it was cool to add to the collection. They have the action figures, they have the book. I have this thing too, calling cards. I'll have this all included in my game room tour. I'd love to show you all what it looks like. So that will be forthcoming. But now I'm about to prepare for the final battle. Me and little man preparing for the final battle. Now I gotta eat my worshippers to gain extra health. Brutal. Now I think if you just punch them, you gain health too, but... I know some people can just really gain all this health, but I'm not really good at it. Like, I'll eat them and I'll... punch them around and stuff, but at the end of the day I don't get that much, as you can see there. Final battle. This is such a badass final stage. Looks like hell. Armageddon. End of the earth. I gotta go through every person I just beat. Luckily it's only one round. Yeah, get Talon out of the way. I have the most problems with him. So I lost right there, so I had to put in another credit. I should have about 4 left, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, 2 down. He blocks everything. Go low, block. I'm trying to initiate the lightning, and basically how to do that is you just got to keep spamming your opponent like that. Ah, there we go. That used to scare the hell out of me as a kid. I remember having to pause the game and like run out of the room. it's weird. I mean, I can see how that would be scary, but there are some other things that scared me when I was a kid in video games that were not scary at all. Well, I guess they could be a little creepy. I'll just explain it when I do videos of those games that I play, because it wouldn't make sense right now. I'll just say one of them was from Mega Man X, which is understandable, I suppose. And the other one was from Bill Walsh College Football. I'll just leave it at that, and I'll show you next time I make a video on that game. Every Christmas Eve, my brother, well, we haven't done it in almost 10 years. Maybe we'll do it again this year. I want to. I love doing it, but basically we used to have a best of 3 series growing up. We would play 3 games. We would play NHL 97, Bill Walsh College Football, and if we were tied in both of those games, the deciding game would be NBA Jam. But recently we changed NHL 97 to NHL 94. But yeah, this has absolutely nothing to do with Primal Rage at all, so I apologize. Got off topic. What do they call that? Stream of consciousness. Just go down the rabbit hole. Alright, so I'm trying to think. Who else do I have left? I think I have Vertigo. Or did I fight Vertigo? Alright, so I have Diablo, and I think Vertigo after that, and I think that's it. I'm just kind of on autopilot right now. I'm not even thinking straight. Oh, okay, that was it. Cool. I'm the master of the new earth, man. Let's do a little dance. He loves dancing. He lets you make him dance. Blizzard is a noble god, the essence of the animal spirit. Frozen for millennia at the heart of an immense glacier in the Himalayas, Blizzard was released when the Earth met the Great Meteor. He lived high in the mountains, descending only when threatened, and with his animal power and the age-old wisdom, he was unstoppable. With no threats remaining, he returns to his mountain retreat. One day, though, a new force will invade his land from across the endless ocean. Cool. I'll just put in my name. Oh, that wasn't it. I am the champion. Well, thanks so much, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.